Well, Harry Reid's not the only one, by the way, feeling left out in this.
What does the financial future of America rest on? Some secret talks? Talks between a few individuals going on behind closed doors, far from the view of the American public. Personally, I find that process disgusting.
Wisconsin Republican Senator Ron Johnson also fed up with the secrecy of these debt talks. So, Senator, you're kind of like Harry Reid, right? You're not pleased with how this is going.
Well, the difference between myself and Harry Reid is my side has actually put forward a plan, put it on a piece of paper, and presented it to the American public. Senator Reid simply hasn't. President Obama simply hasn't. And Neil, you know, the problem is I think your earlier guest said, you know, the normal thing is there'd be a deal by now. I mean, think of that. The normal thing is to do a deal at the very last minute with a few people involved in this thing working on a $3.7 trillion a year budget. That is disgusting. That is absurd.
You know, you're
it's
right.
crazy.
I mean, you're right to be frustrated a little, but to say that they didn't offer a deal, you might not like the deal that they offered that would include tax hikes, and you're free to feel that way, but it's not as if they're offering alternatives to yours. You just don't want to entertain tax hikes, right?
Neil, have you seen anything? Have you seen anything on paper, anything that you can analyze other than leaks to the press?
Have you?
I haven't,
but
I haven't
I
seen
guess
anything.
that's the problem, because there are a lot of proposals coming back and forth at both sides. You're not the only one, Senator, telling me. I haven't seen anything on paper. A lot of Republicans have said they haven't seen what John Boehner's trying to negotiate here, and there's frustration within each camp. My prior guest was saying that is the stuff of which a blown deal will be made or maybe unmade. Are you worried that we don't do this?
Well, first of all, how do you gain consensus when you don't show the troops, you know, what the plan is? And we haven't seen it. And again, I primarily blame the president, who put forward a budget that lost 0 to 97. I blame the Democrats in the Senate that haven't passed a budget in over 800 days. I mean, this is absurd. I mean,
so
this is not the way. This is not the way to handle it.
We're 10 days or so away from this. Do you think that we're going to get a deal done in time, or no?
I'll tell you what I'd be willing to do. You know, the House passed the cut, cap, and balance bill, which I really think is the solution. It's simple. It's easy to understand.
It failed in the Senate.
But it's not dead, Neil. They just stopped it for the time being. The American people, a recent survey said 66% of the American people supported cut, cap, and balance. 74% support a balanced budget amendment. So again, to me, that has a great deal of public support.
You might be right, Senator. You might be right. But it failed in the Senate. Harry Reid and the Democrats control the Senate. You might wish that it could be revisited and revoted on. That does not appear likely. You're closer to this than I am. Assuming that is a done deal for the moment, it would appear that a debt deal is done. Fini.
Okay,
right now,
what I'm saying is cut, cap, and balance had about 3 days play, and it garnered a lot of public support. So what I'd be willing to do is I'd be willing to grant a short-term extension so we can take our case to the American people for 30 days or 60 days. As a Tea Party guy, I'd be willing to do that. You know, take some cuts up front, give ourselves 60 days to actually work this problem out, because cut, cap, and balance is a solution.
Real quickly, would you be open to ending tax breaks, credits, that sort of thing, as to make this thing go forward, or no?
Hey, Neil, I ran a small business for 32 years. I never came to Washington for a special tax break. I don't like special tax breaks.
So would you be okay with dispensing of them?
I would be happy once they show me what they are. What I don't want to do is just call things loopholes that are legitimate business expenses and dispense with those. So show me the actual loopholes. I'm happy to do that. I'm also happy for structural tax reform, but you're not going to do that in a couple of weeks. You know, there's really a consensus view that we want to do that here.
All right, sir. Thank you. Very good seeing you again. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks for having me on.